hear these youngins by the slang that I bid first, and I can't even get no credit for it. That shit hurt. Yeah, we been nerds, not the type to use big words. Still down to throw you if you throwing a fist first. Fail face, but every now and then I don't get curved. Still in the broken hearted that we get what we deserve. Freak show, they staring and don't ask for no pictures. Cause I'm a giant man like I'm Fishburne. Maybe cause I'm hotter than the grease with a fish burn. We're slacking now, I'm putting in that work like an intern. In turn, I probably won't gain lives like trading in your system. The game stop. Don't really rap about what I ain't got. Been me since back when I could fit in the tank top. You think I'm ever changing? I think not. Hit the taco truck and I can show you the flame spots. They only taking cash and now I'm making the bank stop. Think cock, don't say a word, just open that safe lock. Now I'm playing the ATM, broken the rank wide. Raindrops falling on my head. I hate cops, ain't talking to the feds. Zombie mode on a rocky road, walking like I'm dead. Need to pick me up that I will eat the chocolate with the bread. Still trash, just now me in my pockets getting fed. That's real rap, now I can pay for guac without a sweat. You feel that? Playlist full of Indian drill trap. Problems, I got 99 on me, I'm Lil Sad. But fucking never cried over spilled paps. Never crying over who spilled that. Young medicine man, and I'm looking to peel caps. Yeah. Put on the beat and I will snap. Put on the beat, I'ma kill that.
Hey, hello, howdy. Welcome to Ryne Radio. I'm your host, Ryan Watkins. It's just me today. I couldn't really, I probably could have got someone in here if I really wanted to today, but, tonight's AEW Dynamite night, and even though they've been sleeping a little bit, this is my night to be watching that shit, so I didn't have no guests over tonight because it's fucking wrestling night. Right after I end this shit, I'm going to go downstairs and watch that shit. What's up, folks? What's up, Zan Aykroyd? What's up, Pixie? We're in here. We're doing the thing. So first of all, before I even get off into just like the crazy ramblings that I want to get off into, interesting. There's a notification that popped up. Anyway, so first of all, I'm pretty grateful for just fucking, another fucking day, another happy, healthy day for me as far as like personally, but, just another reminder, fucking be signing petitions, be fucking, donating to causes. There's a link in my Instagram where you can go for that. And also even fucking NASCAR today fucking said you can't, like, they straight banned the Confederate flag from all NASCAR events, and fucking hillbillies are fucking pissed off, dog. It's beautiful to see, especially like I grew up watching a lot of racing shit. Like I grew up going to tracks. I grew up in that sort of culture, and for NASCAR to do that, man, that's a big fucking deal, dude. Like, cause they don't really have like necessarily, like, they didn't have to do that, you know what I mean? Like that really shows a level of like just like really the state of everything right now, because like for them to like go out and like want to fucking take a stand too, like that's crazy. Especially like, man, like and they not only did they say no Confederate flags at their events, because it's like, I don't know if you guys realize, like a lot of people will bring their RVs to like NASCAR events and they like park them in the middle of that fucking like, the track and shit. I heard a noise. Anyway, they park them in the middle of that track. And so it's like people just be sitting there like getting drunk as fuck and kind of doing whatever, just getting hella obnoxious and ignorant. And it's like a lot of them folks, especially in them southern states, like you could be seeing it on all those like race tracks, like fucking you'll be seeing them like Confederate flags fly. And yeah, man, like for them to really like want to take a stand on it, that's a big deal for them. Like fucking, you know what I mean? Like they absolutely knew they were going to get backlash for that. Like 100%. And like, oh yeah, what I was going to say, not only did they say, all right, no more of that flag, but they also said fucking what is it? They're not gonna like penalize a driver if they like took a knee during like the anthem or something like that. They didn't really say like that. They just said they wouldn't they don't like, they're gonna get rid of the rules of like you have to stand for the anthem and all this. So it's like, and I dude, like, man, people have been losing their fucking minds, and it's beautiful, dude. It's fucking beautiful. I said it earlier, like on my fucking social media, is like the strangest statement so far of 2020 is, if you really want to piss off racists, especially this weekend, watch NASCAR this Sunday. Because if you go on any of these like fucking, you know, like NASCAR announcements, like on any of their social shits, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or whatever the fuck, all you see is just a bunch of fucking comments of people that are just saying wild shit like fucking, oh, I'm never going to support this anymore, and fucking, you know, booty, 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 boo. And it's just like, dog. And you know what though? I don't really think they would go bankrupt, King D, because like, even though that is like a huge contingency of their fucking fan base, it's not the majority. It's just the most vocal, and that's like I think that's the main thing that like we need to realize with people like this. It's like they're not the majority. They're just so fringe. I mean, fuck. Actually, I don't want to say they're not the majority, because it's like every day right now we just see more and more videos and shit popping out, and it's like, we all kind of know the game being played right now, and it's like, fuck, man, like, it's interesting, and fucking, I'm just, anyway, fucking, that's hella dope that fucking NASCAR just be like, hey, you know what, yeah, we don't want to fucking have that fucking Confederate shit, or we don't want to be tied to no racist shit no more neither. Like, that's wild. Like, that's a big stand for them. Fucking, and that's ultimately like where this kind of has to go, really, is like, it's awesome that it's being protested in the big cities and fucking we're showing up in fucking thousands, but at the same time, it's like, a lot of things are still going to need to have to happen going forward, right? Like, you're going to have to start bringing this same sort of conversation into these small towns and backwood fucking counties all over, you know, because it's like, well, there's Oakdale, fucking a town that I like stayed in for like a year or 2 years. Fucking, that's like in the valley. They had protests and like some wild shit happened over there like a week or two back. And it's like, of course, it's like, but it's like, that's where people should be really going, is fucking like in these areas where people kind of purposely move to these areas to, you know, fucking enable their fucking crazy ass fucking views. And I got fucking, and like, can you just imagine like all these fan base of people, like how fucking angry and fucking just how much hate do you have to hold to, like, you probably like grew up watching NASCAR all this whole time, and now you're gonna fucking boycott NASCAR because fucking they just want to fucking like not prevent anyone from, like, they don't want like the NFL situation on their hands, or like they don't want to prevent someone from like protesting and fucking, and like they do have a full-time driver that's African American, and like they don't, like, you know, it's like that phrase, like, we're only as good as, like, I don't know what the exact phrase, but it's, you know, it's kind of like we're only as good as like the slowest man or something like that. But I don't want to say that because that implies some like a whole other shit, and that's wild to say. But I just mean, as far as like, this is the time right now just to make sure that like you are letting everyone's voice be heard, you know what I mean? So that's a big fucking deal for NASCAR to do that. So that's pretty great. But shit, what else really happened today specifically? I know the NASCAR thing was huge. That blew my fucking mind, dude. Because it's like I said, I grew up in racing culture and shit. So it's like, that's no small thing for them just to fucking go out on a limb like that. So big ups to them, man. That's pretty great. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's look up some fucking wrestling. I think my fucking neighbor next door like broke up with her boyfriend or something. Like they live together too or something. I don't know what's going on over there. She keeps playing fucking Latin music, the fucking Latin like the real like just hella romancy shit, like that super bassy, just fucking like motherfuckers just singing their goddamn souls out shit over there. And it's been going on for a good minute, so I don't know what's going on over there. I don't usually see her doing this, so she definitely tripping about something. Old boy probably got in trouble about something. Here we go. We're just gonna watch Misawa versus Kenta Kobashi. It's one of like the most legendary matches ever. We just gonna watch this. I can't remember. I don't think we've seen this yet. Not on here at least. This is for All Japan Pro Wrestling. It was in 95. You finally fall. Fuck off says he saw the Owen Hart Dark Side of the Ring. It's hard to watch. Yeah, man. Like, I was tripping out so much on the fact. You know what, too? It's like, I don't mean to say this. Like, I don't want to sound like an asshole when I say this. But I would have kind of liked if they were able to talk to Sting about it, too. Because since they were kind of not necessarily parodying, copying, whatever you want to say. They were like kind of borrowing the same idea of the Sting character, right? And it's like Sting rappelled down like many times, but it's like he didn't like have like a setup like that. And then just the fact that fucking they used that clip that only needed the 6 pounds of pressure, like that's insane. King D says, man, what about those old Mankind Japan hardcore matches? See, I'm younger. I didn't necessarily grow up with that stuff. I've been watching a lot of that retroactively. I was born in 91. Here comes Misawa. Yeah, fuck off. They definitely went cheaper on the whole rappelling situation for sure with Owen. God damn, how many fucking belts Misawa got? He rocking what, 3? Yeah, those Japanese death matches, they always be fucking a little extra level beyond like what they be doing over here. Although I'd be seeing some shit over here though sometimes too. That's like Jesus Christ. But those early Japanese death match shit where it's like the fucking like the bombs and the mines around the shit or whatever the fuck, that shit's wild. Yeah, this boy got 3 belts, bro. Misawa 3 belts. You could turn that into a bar. No one would get it, but it'd be great. Be like, I've got 3 stacks on the belt like Misawa. You know what I'm saying? Habaduke says, have I ever gotten into watching sumo? I don't think I've ever really legitimately watched a sumo match, to be honest, now that you ask me that. Yeah, no, King D. I definitely remember WWF being hot in the late 90s. Like, I definitely remember, like, the peak of Rock and Stone Cold. I can remember that for sure because it's like my earliest wrestling memories, and I talk about this a lot, is Sting rappelling down in 97. That's kind of like my cousin was watching WCW, like, and then, like, of course, like the Ready to Rumble movie. So it's like that, like, I was definitely, like, my first earliest memories of what wrestling was WCW Monday Night Nitro. And then over time, I fucking have learned all the other shit. And then, but I definitely remember just, like, kids at school being super excited about The Rock and Stone Cold. All right. They just staring each other down here. They ain't even want to lock up yet. They don't fucking... Fool's calculated. Calculated. Trying to go for that strategery. It's like, well, the ball, there you go. It's like two mountain goats, dog. Just fucking bang. Watch out for this. No. Well, I was going to say, watch out for that slap. But he don't do it. He ain't chop your boy yet. They just feeling each other out first. Ooh, Kobayashi. Doing the boy dirt. Hit him with that fucking... I read somewhere that a clothesline, the difference between a clothesline and a lariat is you run into a clothesline and a lariat runs into you. Keep that in mind, folks. So yeah, Misawa was the second Tiger Mask. We were talking about that when we always be watching the Tiger Mask shit. I see, like, people talk about Misawa all the time as far as, like, when you want to, like, watch, like, just a good wrestling match that tells, like, a good story, like, watch Misawa matches. Kobayashi, though, too. I've heard that a lot, too. They went back into the lockup. He got him in the headlock. Put him into the rope. Boy duck. Dang. So I do want to fucking thank everybody, though. I've been getting a lot of good responses from the fucking... What you call it? Like, my interviews with people. Like even yesterday with Matt McCarron, fucking, y'all were, like, pretty, like, giving me a lot of good feedback on that. Like, and, like, I know when it's fucking, it's real too, because it's like, I've been having a lot of folks, like, not, like, commenting on the shit. Like, they're hitting me up personally, like, hey, I've been watching the shit, like, keep the fucking shit rolling. And then, like, now it's, like, starting to even, like, transfer over, like, publicly too, which is wild. Like, usually y'all just like to hate on your boy, which I ain't mad at you. Like, fucking do you. But yeah, when I seem to interview people, y'all really like to dig that. So I got a lot more of them planned for sure. We got tomorrow I'm gonna have, I don't know if he wants me to call him Manuel or Cypher, but if you watch his battles, Cypher 209, his name's Manuel though. He's gonna be in here tomorrow. He's been somebody that's been a big proponent of, like, grassroots, you know, political organizations for, like, the last few years. Like, he was part of one of the groups of people that, like, kind of staged the walkout at the DNC in 2016 when Bernie wasn't, you know, given the nomination. So and he's been, like, definitely in the streets hard protesting, but he's also, like, he sits on committees. Like, he's, like, for him, this shit happens, like, all year round. So I'm going to definitely, like, try to pick his brain as much as I can to see, you know, what's the best ways to get involved post, you know, this like protest world and shit like that. So I got him coming in tomorrow. I got the boy Punt coming in Friday night. Pretty sure he said he's down. He said if anything goes wrong, he might cancel, but he shouldn't. So the boy Punt's gonna be in the studio. He hosts the San Jose Punk Rock Flea Market. I've been there as a patron. I've done fucking comedy at one of them before. It's a lot of good fun, and fucking he does a lot of like music himself. He's an actual musician. So I want to pick his brain, just, you know, about music and, you know, his fucking journey through the scene in San Jose and how he came to be to run the San Jose Flea Market. We got that on Friday, and then they just shot off some fireworks. And then on Saturday, I'm doing a FaceTime interview with the boy Lewis Spencer of the Daily Dose podcast. I figure the best way to get on his show is just to interview him first, because that boy is just getting fucking battle rappers left and fucking right, and he's just been doing the thing. Like, he's like on episode 63 or some shit like that. I think he started his show just like right before the quarantine, and then like right when it happened, he just been fucking working like a fucking dog, it seems. I've never met him before. I just hit him up straight via social media. I was like, hey man, fucking, I have the capabilities to fucking do a FaceTime interview if you would like to fucking be on my show. And he agreed. So I'm going to pick his brain just to see about, you know, his motivations for doing his show, and just, you know, more about, cause I don't know much about the kind of mid-card UK battle rap scene. I don't even think I know anything about the UK battle rap scene anymore. Like, I've known like certain players here and there throughout, you know, the years, you know, certain people pop up, but like where it is like currently at this state, I couldn't tell you anything. So I bet he could tell us. So it'd be interesting to interview him and get that. And then like I said, that's Saturday, or no, that's Friday, or no, yeah, Friday. Saturday is Lewis Spencer. That's going to be like at noon, because noon my time is going to be like 8 p.m. his time. So that's kind of perfect. And then later in the day on Saturday, the boy Keegan's going to be rolling through. We're going to watch Miggy versus Maniacal and just shoot the shit, see where he's at with the whole, you know, just live from the world at large, and see, you know, what the deal is with Central Coast Chambers and just the West Coast GZ, and, you know, pick his brain once again. He's always a friend of the show. He's came by to every iteration that I've had of this show so far, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And then, of course, Sunday is going to be another episode of Behind the Bots. We're going to be going over Bots 4. I can't even fucking remember what Bots 4 was off the top of my head, to be honest. I'm pretty sure I might have been there, though. And Monday, I'm doing burp. I don't give no fucks. Monday, I'm going to be interviewing a comedian from New Mexico that I met when I went out there and did a battle, and I did an open mic while I was out there. Met her briefly. She was very funny. Her name is Kat. I don't really know her last name. Yo, Eric Powers, Punt. I was actually just saying, like, you might be stopping by here Friday night, and we're going to fucking pick your brain about the San Jose Punk Rock Flea Market and whatnot. And then Tuesday, I might be having, so next Monday is going to be, her name's Kat. I'm not really entirely sure what her last name is. So we're going to ask her. And then we're just going to talk to her about fucking everything she's been up to since the quarantine and just the New Mexico comedy scene, because surprisingly enough, it seemed to be pretty thriving when I was out there, so it wasn't a bad scene, and we'll pick her brain about that. Tuesday, I'm going to be doing a FaceTime interview. I should be. It's fluid, but with fucking Marquez Bozeman, a.k.a. Biz from UBR in New Mexico. He's been doing a lot of great shit, for one thing, just with UBR, but also with he started a run for Ahmaud Arbery which is a campaign that he, not necessarily a campaign, but it's just like a cause. Like, he just runs through the neighborhoods and like kind of started a jogging club with his community just to kind of fucking spread awareness, you know, and pay respect to Ahmaud Arbery, who's unfortunately gunned down just for fucking running through a neighborhood. It's not even hard, it's kind of hard to talk about, but yeah, he's been doing that just to spread awareness, and we're going to talk to him. He's a great dude, man. I liked him a lot. And that's what we have on the slate so far, and I just keep hitting up people left and fucking right. So, like I said, you guys seem to be like, when I interview people, I'm just going to keep interviewing people. Tonight, we watching wrestling. Fucking, that's what happens here. Sometimes I just subjugate the things that I like onto you guys because that's what we do here. King D says, what type of money do you need to live decent in Cali? I can relocate to Oceanside or Arnold, California for my job. Need a change, but I don't know. Seems pricey. It's definitely pricey. I can't speak. Oceanside's a great place, but I can't speak for what the like real estate or anything is like. I can't speak for Arnold neither. Where I'm at, I'm in like the central of the Bay Area, so it's like, it's pretty pricey, boys. It's pretty pricey, boys. I pretty much spend like half of my monthly income like just on my rent alone, to be honest. I make it work pretty decently, but yeah. So I can't tell you. Yeah, Eric says Arnold is in the boonies. Yeah, so I can't tell you about that. King D said Aubrey died real close to him. Racism in Georgia is off the chain on every side. It's unreal to me. I mean, yeah, like it was definitely one of the hubs for slave markets back in the day. So it's like, it makes sense why a lot of that's still there, you know? Unfortunately. But yeah, man, that's just nuts. But yeah, we got it lined up. Yeah, King D, if you happen to like go to like Oceanside or something, your roommate's usually a smart situation. I've been making it work just on my own, just because I can have the studio space and whatnot, and just do my own thing whenever I want, and it works out pretty well. And I'm not necessarily like overexerting myself to pull it off, so it's like I do okay, but it is it ain't no rest for the wicked over here, boy. You know what I'm saying? They just be lighting fireworks off over here, dog. 4th of July is gonna be like Mad Max. I'm in Hayward, Zan. I originally grew up in Manteca, which is near Tracy, but I live in Hayward now, which is like 20 minutes east of Oakland. God damn, that was a great bridge on that suplex. Kind of lazy on the pin, though. Zan Aykroyd said he used to drive to Hayward for years when he had a VW Bug to have it worked on at the Buggy House on Mission. So yeah, you know this place. I'm pretty much like 5 minutes away from Mission right now. Yeah, Pixie, I'm definitely unfortunately the Bay Area is just fucking definitely on lockdown for a while for the live event shit, so it's fucking. And I'm hearing now too, some of the some of the wrestling events that I like to go to might be fucking at risk of losing the venues they have, so they might not even know if they can do shows right now. Fucking, it's sad times for the live event industry right now. And I love fucking live shows, man. That's what I've been really bummed out. I love live music. I mean, I think most of the reason why I even love wrestling is just I like the live show aspect of it. Like, I know it's hokey and all that shit, but it's just fun to get obnoxious and get involved in the show. Like, obviously, when you just, like, watch it on TV forever, it's just like, whatever. Like, I mostly like playing the video games and going to it live and fucking, I keep up with I keep up with AEW. I loosely keep up with NXT. I don't really watch Raw or SmackDown. Like, it kind of seems all real repetitive. This shit right here is kind of obnoxious with the way these reporters are just like super hella close to the match. That's weird. Damn fool is just like sweating like buckets. They're really doing the thing though. You're just slapping the shit out of him. Nah, Scotty, I didn't watch that NXT in your house. I was about to, but I just fucking... The thing is like, when I get free time now, I just like to sit and play video games, you know? So it's like, I don't really... Like, I got like such bad ADD now. Like, if I like sit and commit to something, it has to be like this or like fucking video games. Like, I have to always be doing something now. Like... When I just like sit and watch things, I get like even when after this, when I go watch the AEW Dynamite, I'll probably like cook something and like do a million things while I'm fucking watching it. I'm kind of salty too because the stream's running like a champ tonight. Of course, that happens. I have like a good guest over last night. We tried to have a great interview. The interview ends up all choppy and shit on the replay. You can hear the audio fine, but the fucking video looks like fucking a Mattitude 2.0 fucking vignette. And of course, now it wants to run right. Whatever, internet. Yeah, once we get a new Elgato, man, we're going to be trying to do way more game streaming shit. Like, that'll probably help me out with my fucking bad game habit because I'll just fucking be buying games all over the place all the time and not even fucking play through them. I just got like stacks of like unplayed games. I mean, not stacks. Like, it's all digital. I only buy digital. But I just got a bunch of games in my library that I never even fucking touch because I just be like rotating the same 3 or 4 games over and over again. Yeah, Glitch Mob Aziz, that's right. You know what it is. That's me confirming right now with Biz. He should be on Tuesday. But if not Tuesday, we'll definitely get it in regardless. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Off says he still remembers my epic fail on Cuphead, man. That shit was gold, though. I was so disappointed in myself. Like, how I was so determined to beat that. And then just fucking... bleh. I missed the fucking jump. King D says Glitch Mob was kind of tight. Alright. Assad says he loves Biz Marquee. As you should. But it's not that biz. They just lit off fireworks again. They be lighting off some big motherfucking ones, son, over here too, boy. Some fucking just boop. Like you just hear them the whole time. Yup. I still haven't beat Cuphead either. I've only probably beat like one or two little things. I love that fucking game though. That artwork for it is beautiful. What's Faces of Death? I don't know what that is. Bismarck E doesn't love you though. He says you're just a friend. Yeah, I mean, fuck, man. What are you gonna do, right? I mean, I can be his fantasy, but he says I'm just a friend. I mean, he says I'm just a friend. Unreal. Hold on, let me Google this on my phone so you guys don't set me up here. The first thing I don't know if this is just my phone being like roasting me, but the first thing it says is Faces of Meth, and then it says Faces of Death. Faces of Death. Yeah, I think the problem with that, it would not even be the fact that it's like violent or whatever. It would just be like some kind of weird copyright shit. Like anytime I've ever only gotten shit pulled, it's like some weird copyright shit. You know what I mean? Like, and it just sucks because then you just like sit here and you like, you know, you try to do a show and be all entertaining and put your thoughts out into the world on what you think on things. And then you fucking check in on the video later and it's like, oh, your video ain't going to go live because you try to be a cowboy and just try to fucking watch some copyrighted stuff. Probably not. They were porno store VHS stuff, huh? Interesting. You know what I wonder? I wonder if I can just like play some shit in my like files instead of like watching it on the thing, and will it still know if it's like some copyrighted shit? You know? I don't know though. I mean, honestly, the best thing to do is just to keep having more interviews, though, right? Like, everybody really digs that for sure. I dig it for sure. It gives me a chance. Whoa, that was a great sell. Jesus Christ. That has to be it, right? No. Wow. Now the Bill Burr thing didn't get pulled, and that was just like the like audio from just some fucking dude that just randomly uploaded that. And maybe it's like different with comedy. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That like this shit's so weird on like what really determines what. Oh, so everybody's saying in the comments it's like some straight like it's like just straight death video. It's like a snuff film. Just like straight videos of like death, like random clips of like death shit. And people getting hurt hella bad. Yeah, anything WWE will get pulled for sure. Like we've learned that now. Cause like I played some shit that was like on a channel that wasn't even related to WWE at all. I thought it was just like some dude's small channel. But it was like some super old shit. So Dan made a good point about it's probably one of them deals where the dude uploaded it before WWE really got their YouTube shit cracking. So instead of like making dude pull it down and like re-uploading it or whatever, they just paid dude and then like they get kind of copyrights off of it or something. King D says kind of. You remember some dude blowing their brains out? Well, I mean, like, you can YouTube that fucking, the Bud Dwyer fucking blowing his fucking brains out. Like, they just make you confirm your fucking birthday, but they let you watch that shit. Fucking wild. They'll let you watch that shit, but they won't let you watch some shit that's copyrighted in any way. I hope Spotify is, like, fucking cooler. You can just like be watching shit. If Spotify just lets you do whatever, I'm gonna be watching fucking straight ass fucking. I'm gonna get that New Japan fucking stream, and we're just gonna be streaming that shit straight off their own stream, and just be watching fucking tournaments after tournaments after tournaments. Cause that's what I really wanted to do with this shit, man. Like I really wanted to be able to like really sit and like study the history of this shit, and technically I could, but you guys wouldn't be able to watch it. You know what I mean? Like I can just put it on the thing and be like, oh yeah, if you happen to go get this service, whatever, I'm watching fucking this episode at this time, whoop-de-whoop, like a fight companion. But it's like, y'all don't be watching wrestling like that. So it's like, what's the point? So it's like, if I'm going to watch any sort of wrestling, like it makes sense to put it on the screen so you know what I'm watching while we're fucking watching it. And then if I want to have whatever random fucking thought, I can do that while we're watching that. But it would have been great just to be able to like run whole ass tournaments of fucking New Japan shit and whatnot. But no. But fucking no. Because YouTube's a cunt. And I ate all my motherfucking cheesecake. I have no sweets right now because I'm such a fat fuck that I already ate my fucking sweets. You know what I'm saying? If I want some food right now, I have to go make just some regular fucking normal food right now. I got no just bullshit ass sugar that I can intake right now. And I like that shit. I like eating shit that I'm not supposed to like. You know what I'm saying? Fucking a tub of ice cream, some fucking cheesecake, something. Fuck. Damn, he fucking powerbomb the shit out of him and then comes into that like bridging pin. I like that shit. Assad said snort Smarties on the stream. Fuck no. Oh, dude, I got a funny story about that, though. Not so much that, but I used to hang out with this fucking crazy kid named Trevor, and he fucking would just kind of do whatever we would dare him to do. And one time, we were all hanging out at lunch in high school, and like, you know those, have you guys ever had those like chocolate graham cracker teddy bears? Like our school would like sell them like 2 in a little like silver like package, right? So you can like crush them up if you wanted to, like still in the package, and it would just be all like crumble shit, and you can fucking eat it like that or do whatever the fuck, you know. All these like prison style ways we would eat our fucking cafeteria lunch food at school. And my homie Chris, we were all sitting there eating, and Trevor was just sitting there, and for whatever reason my homie or Trevor threw his shit down and like crushed up the fucking packet with his foot to got it all like real crushed up. And then my homie Chris was like, I'll give you $20 right now if you fucking just put all that shit in a line and snort that shit. And this fucking dude, like without hesitation, would just fucking pop the shit open, ran a line up on the ground on like straight concrete. Then he did like a burpee, like straight like plank style down, and just fucking snorted that shit up like he was a fucking Al Capone, or I'm not Al Capone, Al Pacino and fucking Scarface. Like didn't like nothing, just. And then looks to my homie Chris with fucking chocolate in his shit. It's like, you owe me $20. And my like Chris just hands him the $20. And then he instantly started crying. And like his eyes like were getting red as fuck. And he was crying hella bad. He's like, oh yeah, that wasn't worth it. That wasn't worth it. But he paid him the $20. So it's like, fuck. Scotty said snorted only one of those 7-Up lime on powder. Ugh. Fuck you, dude. Or you guys remember that shit, the Lucas? It's almost like the fucking, it's not like Tajín. It's a little different. Like a lot of people would put it in their beer. I mean, it's kind of like the same idea as Tajín. But fucking, I fucking, we bet another one of our homies to fucking snort that shit one time, and that crazy fucker did it. Not the same one. It was a different fucking retarded homie. Not retarded, but you know what I mean. Just fucking whatever reason would just do stupid shit to entertain people. Fuck off said he used to eat Super Lucas all the time. All right, right on. Yeah, but see, that was like one of the things you could just put it on everything, right? Like, I'm pretty sure I'm just hella white trash, so it's like I only ever seen people use it to put on their beer. But like I've seen people put tahini on everything, and I stand by that. So I don't know. I don't know, what is Lucas just the white people's tahini? I need answers. Oh, wow. King D said he got some kids to snitch the match smoke after you put out a match for free. Well, you know, some of us are better salesmen than others. What do you want from me, man? I'm just a guy that once saw a kid snort some chocolate powder off of concrete. Fuck off says Lucas has lead in it, so they took it off the market. Jesus fucking Christ. Scotty says Lucas is a Mexican product. Well, fuck Lucas. There's already tahini. I mean, you know, I do like variety, though, because it's like I don't really like put Tapatio over fucking Cholula, you know what I'm saying? Unless you fucking told me Tapatio has lead in it. Why the fuck was there lead in Lucas? I think they did it on purpose. No, I don't think that. I just wanted to say that. That's not true, though. But why the fuck is there lead in Lucas? That's what I'm saying, Azad. Assad said, too, like, why they give the Mexican product the widest name? Like, it is the widest name. Like, that's why I thought it was, like, fucking made by white people. I thought it was, like, fucking, you know, like, the way, like, we ripped off rock and roll from the blues. I thought, like, we fucking ripped off tahini with Lucas. You know what I'm saying? Lucas with the lid off. Tahini habanero one is fire. Scotty Nicholas says. King D, probably in the mixing bowls. Interesting. That's a good point, actually. Zan Aykroyd, there used to be letting all kinds of candy. Blue and red. Oh, there used to be letting. Okay, I'm just going to. Yeah, there used to be lead in all kinds of candy. Blue and red M&Ms used to have lead because of the food coloring. Gotcha. Yeah. Lucas with the lid off. Yeah, man, I was fucking young little redneck kid, and I seen fucking older dudes just drinking beer, fucking sprinkling Lucas in it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing to yourself? And they're like, no, it makes it spicy. Really, they were just trying to put me on the fucking, what is those, micheladas? They were just trying to put me on the micheladas at a young age. And I just wasn't fucking ready for game yet, I guess. Wow, I didn't even realize that, Zan Aykroyd. Zan says for about 10 years you couldn't get red or blue M&Ms. They have stopped using those colors because of the food coloring. Really? That's one of them like fucking Mandela Bernstein things or Dark City shits. I never even realized they fucking took them shits away. You're blowing my mind, dog. Ooh, Misawa's just, oh, damn, dog. He just throwing in them fucking God elbows again. Hit him with 3 elbows like go to sleep, dog. But he popped back up again, Kobayashi. So apparently red dye fluid coloring is poison, huh? Interesting. Assad said all M&Ms taste the same. Not with that attitude. No. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Especially if you mix your M&Ms with the Skittles. If you mix your M&Ms with Skittles, they definitely don't taste the same then. Do they? Do they, Assad? Or red number 9. Red number 9 dye is poison. Interesting. Well, that seems like an oversight somewhere. peanut M&Ms are the best. I do fucking fucks with that. Fuck off. Scotty asked me if I wrestled, what would be my signature moves? Okay, so that's a hard question because it's like, is it what I would like to do or what I could actually do? What I would like to do would be to copy fucking Jeff Swanton Bomb for sure. But what I could probably do is like, I kind of just like copy like an old school wrestler kind of move set as far as like, you know, big elbow, like a fucking Macho Man style or something like that, you know, like a big elbow off the turnbuckle, fucking just like good lockup skills, just fucking, you know, superplexes where they are not super, but suplexes and superplexes, like where they actually matter and you build up to it. Like, hey, Sunday Venom, hope you good too, guy. Eric Power says that there's a San Jose all-girl punk band called Red Number 9 back in the day. That's fire as fuck. Assad said that mixing M&Ms with Skittles is a sign of self-hate. Hey, I didn't say judge my life, dog. I'm just telling you, if you want M&Ms to taste different, you mix them with Skittles. I don't write the rules. The frog splash is a shit. Actually, you know what? Yeah, a frog splash is something I could realistically do. What, Misawa got the pin there? Yeah. But yeah, a frog splash is something I could realistically do. And I would like to do at the same time. So, okay, let me ask you guys this in the chat. Eddie Guerrero or fucking Rob Van Dam, who had the better frog splash? That's a hard one, right? And no disrespect to Eddie, but I always kind of liked RVD's a little more because it just looked a little more like Eddie's was great because he would do that shit like far away, you know, like turnbuckle here, person's like damn near at the whole other side of the ring and fucking bang. But like RVD's, yeah, like Assad said, he hyped it up better. Yeah, like he gets on the turnbuckle, RVD, then jumps and like he always just nailed that little like that initial little kind of click of the elbows to the knees. Like there's like a little half a thing before you do that, and then he extends it out, and it just his always just looked more like an actual, like there was like an actual like impact to it. Like Eddie's was like fucking like an Evel Knievel style fucking frog splash. Is almost like, how fucking far can I go with this, you know? But I'm not mad at him because like fucking Eddie's one of the greats, right? Misawa wins. That was a good match. But fucking RVD, yeah. Scotty says Eddie form on point. RVD would bounce off the opponent after jumping across the ring. Exactly. I mean, Eddie did that sometimes, but what I think Eddie did a little bit better on his was he kind of showed how it was one of those moves that like it hurts both people. You know what I'm saying? Vinny says you just like the overselling after the splash from RVD. Eddie all the way. Hey, maybe. Because like Eddie did still a great, like, because I think what I really like the most out of anybody's frog splash is that whole little like kind of like that like short little click of the like the arms to the knees before it comes out, you know, like to make it like a real splash. But like Eddie's highlighted more of like, it's like when people sell suplexes well. Like I like it when like if you put a suplex on somebody, theoretically both of you guys, like your opponent should like sell a little more and kind of wriggle around more, but the person that gave it should kind of like be like, fuck, a little too, I think, just because fucking it's just one of those things, like kind of physics wise, it kind of seems like it would hurt both people, right? So it's like Eddie's like definitely showed like like he took some damage while doing it too. So it was like that still shows a level of impact because, you know, he's taking a little damage and then like slowly gets this pin. Whereas like maybe I just like the overselling of Rob like right after he lands it, because it's like, and for some reason I don't know, maybe I'd have to really watch it back. But like I said, I felt like Eddie's were always like longer, whereas Rob's were like a little more hang time, like kind of like he kind of popped up a little more. I don't know. Maybe I'd have to watch that. You know what's this is not Frog Splash related. This is just like every time I see it, it's just fucking gold. You know who has like just a really great move right now? That fucking Mark Quinn of Private Party on AEW. That fucking guy has the best moonsault. Or is it the moonsault or shooting star press that he does? I think it's I think it's a moonsault. I can't remember at the top of my head right now, actually. I've been drinking a little bit. But fuck. Or is it a shooting star? Either way, that dude has one of the best fucking just straight, like, because he's a fucking tall ass dude, so he gets this like crazy ass hang time when he does it. That dude's fucking something else. Fuck Off said that D'Lo Brown had a frog splash too. See, I don't really remember D'Lo Brown much. I didn't really grow, like at that point when he was around, I wasn't really watching wrestling. Scotty says Eddie's matches with Dean Malenko, some of my favorites. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that because, like I said, I've been slowly going through the old like World Championship Wrestling library, and I want to continue that on to the WCW Nitro. So I'm looking forward to watching a lot of those Dean Malenko matches because that dude has like he's one of the like he was almost like and I don't think people ever really make this comparison because he's a little more athletic, but he was almost like Tully Blanchard like in many ways as far as like the intensity. Like he wasn't like a dirty wrestler or anything like that, but he just looked like a bad motherfucker, right? But then he had like a little more athleticism to him rather than just like being able to like fucking scrap somebody. Let's see. Yeah, Vinny says in the air crunch, yeah, that shit's everything. Whether whoever's Frog Splash, like that shit's everything. Yeah, RVD showed too much damage. Maybe. Vinny said, I busted my teeth out botching a Force 50 splash. Jeez. Damn. And see, like, there's a lot of dudes, like, that's like one of them things. It seems like people only really have like a short window of being able to do those because like even Will Ospreay said he's going to be abandoning being able to do the 450 splash, mostly because like he put on a lot of fucking muscle mass, but like he used to be one of those dudes that just like did fucking high spots all over the place, and like he's like, nah, I don't even want to try doing a 450 again, just like based off of how much heavier he is now. So I was just like, it's crazy how but I get it though, because like I said, I do have that racing background, and so I understand like how just the tiniest like minute thing can throw off just everything to a performance, what, you know, racing performance, athletic performance, whatever have you. So I get it, and fucking I couldn't even imagine like botching on something like that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like at most, I could do like a front flip on a trampoline. So it's like if I even ever wanted to wrestle, I just couldn't really like my high spots would have to be like way more of like a traditional sense of a high spot rather than like trying to like be like real acrobatic with it. Like I just don't move like that. Like, what's up, Crooked? Shit, sorry, man. We're actually about to be like fucking tuning out here in a little while. I went an hour by myself again. Another fucking day down because I'm a goddamn fucking champion. I can do this shit with a guest. I can do this shit without a guest. I can talk forever. I actually stole that from Dan. He said that on my fucking show. Not all of it. He just said I could talk forever. Ryne, the trampoline kid. Hey, spread that around right now, Ryne. Hashtag the trampoline kid. That's way better. And that's facts. I'll run a gauntlet match or a last man standing match or a steel cage match as long as it's on a trampoline, boy. Let's do it. Let's get it in. Vinny said, yeah, man, straight face into my knee, quarter of the way. Fuck. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, like, you're spinning fast as fuck, man. I can see it. Like, it's one of those things, like any little thing. Dude, and like, what's crazy is, like, I used to actually, this has nothing to do with nothing, like, but, like, if you really want to know fucking how far my roots as a trampoline kid go, I used to take my cousin's punching bag, which weighed about 55, 60 pounds, and I was like 13, 14, and I would take it on the trampoline with me, and I would run fucking moves like all the time. Like I would pop it up and give it like, I would like pretend like I'm like flipping it and then catching it and give it like power bombs and fucking, fucking fireman fucking carries and all that shit, and fucking pretending like I'm giving it cutters and all that shit. Like, I used to just go ham on this fucking straight punching bag just because, like, fucking I didn't really have, like, nobody that I can, like, just fucking do these dangerous ass wrestling moves with on a trampoline. I heard he could do a whole front flip on a spring mattress. Facts, boy. Even better yet, I could do like a half a somersault onto a spring mattress. You don't want it. Slam ball on the trampoline. Exactly. That shit was some shit. I used to fuck with slam ball. Fuck off says bouncy house is the only way I go. I bet you they make some just straight bouncy house wrestling rings. That'd be some shit. Catch me at my next birthday party just in a bouncy house wrestling ring, fucking throwing choke slams on the fucking people I invite. Well, folks, we did it again. Like I said, because I'm a motherfucking champion. That's what happens here. We just be going live every single night. Like I said earlier, first and foremost, Black Lives Matter. Definitely fucking sign petitions. Definitely donate. They're trying to make sure that the KKK gets a terrorist organization label. We should push for that. Salute again to NASCAR for banning Confederate flags. Salute again to the Marines, and the Navy's about to do the same thing. But also, tune in tomorrow night. This is a terrible segue. Sorry, I've been drinking a little bit. Like, those things are very serious. Like, fucking make sure you donate your fucking time. Like, especially, like, Trump's about to fucking try to do one of his crazy ass rallies on Juneteenth. Like, that's fucking wild. We need to fucking make sure, like, we're letting these motherfuckers know that shit ain't cool. And tune in tomorrow. We'll have Manuel, a.k.a. Cypher209. He'll be in here. We're going to talk a lot more about all these things. Because, yeah, he's been fighting the good fight for, like, before fucking this orange face fuck took office. So we're going to get into some shit and see how we all can get involved on a communal level, even beyond the protesting and beyond the petitions. And, yeah, like Fuck Off says, to go vote. Make sure you're voting on a local level and, see what we can do more going forward, not just right in this exact moment, but this moment is very important. We need to ride this wave. So you guys have a good night. Stay safe. Wash your hands. That's just good advice always. And take care of each other. Good night, everybody.